Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is probably gonna be a 3-for-1 special. Y'all lucky. These all, while they're not related, they all have a common theme and thread. So I don't even know how much traction this to pick up, because talking about motherfuckers getting their head cut off, I don't know if it's the verbiage, but they may stifle the algorithm on this video. If you like it, pass it around. It says right here, the body of teen found in singer, I don't know how to say, David is, I think that's supposed to be David's trunk, was frozen and decapitated, and the cause of death may never be determined. Well, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that if I had to guess the cause of death, she was either stabbed beforehand, frozen and decapitated, incapacitated, decapitated, then frozen. Yeah, I'm pretty much going out on a limb and thinking that the cause of death may have been decapitation. That's just me. I work with a full deck. I don't. What the fuck is up with this generation of forensic scientists? Like, what the fuck? I know Trump may, being a nurse, not a professional field or whatever, field of study. But did that include fucking forensic analysts and shit? I would have thought, like, first of all, how she died, that should be determined. Why they talking about death may never be determined? I mean, coroners go to school for that exact thing, right? Determine what stopped her heart, then figure out through the scarring of her neck. I think they could tell through the scarring of the neck tissue how long time it lapsed before her head was cut off, or if it was cut off before she was killed. Like, there's just a whole bunch of ways to do this. I didn't even go to school for that shit. I just watched TV episodes of NCIS and CSI, and that's how they do it. So figure it the fuck out. Motherfuckers don't just come off magically missing or detached and there's no cause of death. Was it hypothermia from being what she put in the damn freezer before her head was decapitated? Like, I got so many questions that they should probably have answers for. And then we got right here, it says, evil Uzbek nanny decapitated a child, carried her head throughout the streets, and only got 5 years in prison. I don't know where the fuck this happened, and I think I have go figure. Right when I'm looking for some shit, I can't find it. Damn, I know I had it. From what I gathered from the story, and I cannot find a goddamn screenshot, I know I had it. It says that she was disgruntled that Russia had airstriked Syria. So I'm assuming she was either a nanny in Russia when this happened. So she was disgruntled from that, and she basically cut the kid's head off and carried it out the streets, and then turned herself into a substation, to which she claimed that the voice of Allah told her to do the deed, and that's why she did it. Even though I don't know, even in Russia, like, if you disgruntled at the Russian government for that shit and they house you in prison, I fail to realize how they only gave you 5 years. That seems pretty lenient on their part, but I digress. Once again, never let logic fuck up a good scam. And then we got right here, speaking on sick people, some more weirdo shit, but my man is attached to the blue-eyed devil, so I don't know who persuaded who to do what, but it says California parents decapitated 2 kids, forced younger ones to look at their mangled bodies. Now, I don't know if the coochie was that fire. I don't know if they was high off meth. I don't know shit. What I do know is she convinced this Negro to help kill her children, or maybe they children. I don't know if they had them together. But the fact that Brody went along with this shit, it's a new day in like white people. White people are starting to have the magic where they can convince a nigga to help cut the head off their kids. Once again, No, black people don't do shit like this, so I'm gonna blame it on the meth. They both look like junkies. So yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's what it was, right? They was crackheads. Why they did it, unlike the woman that was from Syria, Allah didn't tell them to do that shit, and they wasn't trying to cover up. And I'm just going on a limb that David dude, he probably took her out because she got pregnant or said she was pregnant or wanted to get pregnant. One of the two. She was trying to take him for what he had, probably be a significant other, or maybe she was pregnant and he didn't want the baby, so he took her out the game. With these motherfuckers, I don't know what the hell. This can only be drugs. This is crack cocaine. Because while white folks do shit like this, white folks that mess with black folks typically don't do shit like this. Like she was in a relationship with this dude. Typically when a white girl like a brother, they become culturally acclimated to black people, and black people do not by and large be chopping off the heads of their kid. So yeah, I don't know what this is. Drugs. In any event, if y'all like this episode, I know it's gonna be some people in the comment section, namely clear people, talking about no accountability. Why can't? Because historically that don't happen. I'm going off of history. Historically, like, while it does happen, there are far and few in between Jeffrey Dahmers that's black. And when it's crazy shit like this, it's usually some drugs involved, right? Some methamphetamine, some crack, some cocaine. Hell, she probably got him strung out on some shrooms, some DMT. He probably was huffing. Like, it's like a lot of more variables. It's like you didn't do that because like yo black ass was just in the mood to just cut your kid's head off. No. And historically and like culturally, black people love our kids. Now, we may smoke rock or leave the kids in the house alone while we go out to the club, but when it's shit like this, I'm gonna blame it on the clear woman, the snow woman, but also the fact that it was probably some drugs. They was smoking something, hitting that pipe too hard, and my man couldn't take it, and he probably would start hearing voices that was telling him to take the kids out. And he went, and like I said, the coochie was fire probably, so he went along with the bullshit. I know it's gonna be some clear people that hate me, talk about no accountability. Like I said, when it's crazy shit like this, you have to safely assume that my man was brought over to the Snow White side. Something was said, she turned my man out. The coochie was fire. She probably told him they take out the kids, they have less mouths to feed, their bills was fucked up and piled up. I don't know. The article doesn't give an explanation. It just says they did the deed. So I'm safely assuming shit. I could be wrong. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and is out. No.